mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night inning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night, got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, hear them scream, okay, it's a dream. And I pray as a team, one day it'll be me. If I want it, then I'll get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today. For a minute, I don't stay, I just visit. Have no shame, I admit it. Looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now. Swear to God, man, I'ma make it soon. Silence all the haters as they see us making moves. I do what I want, so I got nothing to prove. Staying motivated, teaching others what to do. I'm staying focused, my mind is open. They start to notice that I'm in motion. There is no potion, you're not just chosen. It takes devotion to stay composed, man. Never stop, there ain't no time to fall. Try to live, get it up, you got one life to ball. Thinking big, never small, cause you gotta want it all. When you finally get that call, you get ready, take it on. Need a hand out, I already stand out. Starting to advance now, ready to expand now. You don't have a chance now, cause we're in demand now. Make it by the grand now, feeling in command now. They're looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? It is great to see you guys. I'm just swaying. I'm just having a good time, you guys. It's the 22nd of February. I can't believe it's already the 22nd of freaking February. I feel like we were just in January. We were just talking about the 1st of February, and here we are. But, man, you guys, I'm happy. I'm chilling. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Wait a minute. Where are my banners? Where's my stuff at, yo? Oh my gosh, you guys, I am tripping. I apologize. I have no idea what's going on. There we go. Boom. Okay. So without any further ado, the fact that I'm rusty, clearly, huge shout out to the Dying Breed, my Patreon members. Thank you so much, you guys. We have Fighters Maxwell, Foster Q, Guardian Wilkie, Soldiers Boslow, Unwired, and of course Defenders, LG, Jodan, Miss Aoife, Stephen Landry, and Big Sam. Thank you so much, you guys, for your support, for all your encouragement. You guys have been amazing, right? And you guys have definitely helped me through a lot of hard times in writing, those dips and turns and everything else. But man, I appreciate you guys, and yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited for you guys to experience and get some special items that I have in the works. So How are you guys doing? Jump in the chat. Let me know how your weekend's going. Hopefully you're getting your read on, as I like to say, and diving into some of your favorite books, some of your favorite worlds. But yeah, this is the weekend update. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Granted, it is a little bit later in the evening for some of you on the East Coast and even us out here on the Best Coast. But the reason for that was I needed to get my words in, man. I needed to get my writing done. And I was a little bit slacking behind this past week. Sometimes I try to get some writing in the weekdays, as you guys may or may not remember, as I've talked about previously. But normally I've been dedicating Fridays and like Saturdays into the writing. And so I just was not done writing today. I had about 3,000 words I needed to knock out. And of course we got there. So today, this week, the writing total, we've been diving into Golem Master Book 3. We hit 10,429 words this week. I'm super stoked, super excited about that. So, of course, that brings Golem Master Book 3 to a total of 120,554 words. And that is crazy to me because we're still like in the middle section of the book. Like we still have got so much more to cover. And I'm super excited about this whole story. But the comparison of that, 120,000 words for Book 3, that is more than what my very first book, The Dying Breed Hunters, was in comparison. So, as I stand here and I look at that and I think about it, it's just such a different perspective when it comes to writing and when it comes to those things that we accomplish. And that's kind of what I want to talk about for thoughts for this week and things that have come up earlier when I was talking to a good friend of mine. So, yeah, you guys, Golem Master Book 3 at 120,000 words now. Book 2 hit like 177 before we sent it to Catherine, who's got it in editing. And she is really loving Book 2. She's really enjoying getting to go through it. And it was just so heartwarming to get feedback from her. It's one thing like, yes, this is your editor. This is someone you're paying to work on your book. But when your editor tells you like, hey, I'm really enjoying the story, I'm enjoying the world, and then she like orders a Golem Master sweatshirt because she loves working on the story and wants to rep the merch, like it's just such a heartwarming thing, right? So with Golem Master Book 2 being at 177,000 words in editing, and we're still projected for her to have it done by the end of the month, like the fact that Golem Master Book 3 is at 120,000 words already is just like mind-boggling to me. And of course, we have Principal Stevens jumping into the chat. Quack, freaking quack. What's up, my dude? Thanks for jumping in and saying hello. I have not forgotten, Richie. Your character, your principal, is going to be coming back up in Book 3. So yeah. And you will have a cane. And I will hold true to my promise. You will have a walking cane. So, but yeah, you're coming up here soon. I've got one or two more things I got to make sure we hit, and then we're going to revisit your character. So I don't know if we'll actually go back to Status Academy, but your character will be making another appearance. So with that being said, yeah. Golem Master. So Golem Master Book 2 is officially done and available on Royal Road now. And one of the things that I really enjoyed is seeing the people who have continued. Hold on, let me log in here real quick. I want to make sure I get these comments like fully, read over the comments and not share fake news. Oh, wait, tell the episode with us because Joel has some feelings. Well, I thought we were supposed to. I'll be starting it tonight. Okay, well, Joel can have all the feelings he wants as he creepily stands in the corner and barely says anything. So some of the comments for Golem Master Book 2, obviously it's just really heartwarming to get the feedback, to see like the readers who have kept with the series. One of them basically just said, it was a nice revenge from book one. And it was that reader on Royal Road that caused me to completely change the arc of the entire Golem Master story, but to bring back some nice revenge. The move took over life, but I will reach out to you tonight and we can schedule. I'm so sorry. Gotcha. No worries, man. But yeah, so this reader, as you get feedback, you start to see different perspectives on your manuscript, different perspectives on your story arc, and all the things that you want to accomplish within the world. And this one person who's basically been that beta reader, that's what I do like about Royal Road, has provided some really great insights, some really great feedback, and has changed a few things. So for those of you who are reading Golem Master Book 2 on Royal Road, you will see some interesting characters that come into play, some new characters that come into Pepper's life, and significantly kind of provide a glimpse behind the scenes as far as the demonic threat that is there in the world. So this reader is the person that really helps shape a lot of that side trajectory, that subplot. And so to see them they were the sole purpose where they're like, hey, I want this revenge. I want this in the story. I was like, you know what? Completely changed how the story unfolded in book 2. And so to see them like, yes, nice revenge. I'm like, all right, cool. That's cool. And then our second reader who just said, dude, this was epic. This was awesome. I cannot wait for book 3. When is book 3 going to launch? So, yeah, so that's where it's just really nice to see that excitement build for people who want to tune in, want to really read, continue to read the Golem Master universe. So yeah, with that being said, I mean, we've got 120,000 words into book 3. We've got some, we're really getting into the crafting side of things now, where Pepper is in his life and the changes that he's made, the career path that he's taking. We are starting to get really into the crafting side of golems. We're starting to get into the rune theory side and the rune crafting. And so that's been really fun. It's been really fun to bring in additional characters like Michael Head's character. I had a lot of fun writing. My buddy Dave, his character was introduced. We have JP, or Jay Pritchard, who's another close, near and dear friend of mine. So to bring in some of these other funny, charismatic characters has been really fun to just continue to build. And I think people will really enjoy that aspect of Golem Master. I think it's one of those things that this world is so vast and so, enormous for us to expand upon, that, hitting 120,000 words in the manuscript is just so small in comparison to the things that are soon to come. So it's been a lot of fun. And it's just been really exciting to see some of those readers on Royal Road latch onto it and continue to grow. So yeah, that's currently where we're at. I've started to notice, like, the further I've gotten into the books, especially Golem Master, I did take this different approach where I wanted to take things one chapter at a time. I did a lot more discovery writing than plots and planning as I normally do. And I found this week I had to sit down and really plan out the next 4 chapters. Thankfully, those 4 chapters turned into 6 chapters. I could just continue to expand upon itself. So I would easily say, just with all the other things that are kind of going on in my head, I could easily see book 3 being 177,000 words as well, possibly hitting the 200,000 word mark, which would be my largest book to date. But I think it's there, and I think we're going to stretch that. I am really excited for Golem Master Book 4. I don't think people are really going to expect it. I think there's going to be something that happens that I've been slowly planting the entire time. There were seeds planted in book 2. Those seeds are continuing to go on in book 3. And I think by the time we get to book 4, people are just going to be shocked, really surprised in a pleasant way. And so I'm super excited for that. But right now, at least, I'm having fun, and I'm enjoying this world. I think also one of the things that has been fun is, even though I only write these small chunks at a time, one of the things is that it gives my brain time to see different influences. And so with that, we're currently writing a match or prepping a match for Pepper to compete in. And his opponent is something that I'm really excited about. And it's just a new creative way of, like, every Gullah match is super creative because I get to approach it with different aspects and different things. The problem I've seen with that is if I don't sit down and plan out all of these different things in my head, it causes me to write so slow because I'm just like almost nervous, almost just unsure which way I want to take it. It's a very interesting dynamic, but I am super excited about this specific type of golem and all the fun that it's going to be having with it. So, and I just finished writing this new thing where a seed that was planted in book 1 that people just completely ignored with book 2. Like, I love the fact that I was able to plant a seed in book 1. People completely didn't realize it in book 2. And so when it happens in book 3, I think it's going to be another wonderful surprise for readers. And they see, like, it's going to completely be a game changer for Pepper in book 3. Another thing that is coming up is the character Avwe. And I don't know if Lumella will make a appearance, but that was one request that I had from readers as well, is that they wanted to see Avwe again. So I am super excited about that. So with that, Golem Master 3 is really going very well. It's still got its legs. We're still moving at a great pace. And I think the other great thing is I don't feel burnt out in the world yet, where in the Dying Breed, I was writing into book 4. I stopped that. I took a break and I wrote the Bloodbath series. By the time I got to book 3 in Bloodbath, I was so tired and worn out. And that's where with Gullah Master, I've just continued to be like, I don't know, every week I come in, and though there are good weeks and bad weeks, I still am getting excited about writing Gullah Master, and I'm still enjoying the world. So I truly think that I'll be able to jump straight from book 3 into book 4. So that's exciting. With that, for those of you who were able to get a ARC copy of book 1, you saw that it came in some pretty cool packaging. What I will say is book 2's ARC will also come out in some really cool packaging, but there is a very special collectible item that is in development right now that will also be coming with that ARC. My goal is to have that all done before Lit RPG Con in Denver, July 18th to 20th. And I think that's a great transition. So for those of you who do not know, coming up in July 18th to the 20th of this year, there is the Lit RPG convention in Denver, Colorado. Right down there, there is the link that you can go and find out more information. But this is a convention that is dedicated to the Lit RPG genre. So if you guys are fans of anything, honestly, a fantasy, sci-fi, Lit RPG, I'd really encourage you guys to look at seeing if you want to attend and come hang out with us. It's going to be a great time. What I will say is there's going to be well over 200 people there. I honestly believe we are going to hit the maximum of 1,200 people because this convention is going to be a really great time. We're going to have panels in the morning with authors and narrators. And then in the afternoon time, there's going to be gaming sessions and special moments for you guys, for people to come and game together. And why is that important? Because so many of us are gamers, whether it's a tabletop, role-playing, card games, whatever. It's just a very special time for us to all come together. And so with that, I think that's one of the cool things that's going to make Lit RPG Con so different from other conventions. In addition to that, there is some late night activities planned and scheduled, so I'm super excited. It is already on my calendar at work that I have the time off. I just reserved my room earlier this morning, got my ticket. So yeah, I think you guys should come. I think you should hang out. I am planning to do another video to promote it because I definitely want to see this convention be a success. And I think it's something that the genre really needs, is its own dedicated in-person convention for us to celebrate and hang out together. So if you're interested, if you want to get on the email newsletter to find out more information, if you want to check out all the amazing people, because right now we have all of our featured guests with bestsellers all across the genre. We also have panelists every day. We're launching 3 new panelists, releasing and telling them who's going to be there. So, I mean, it's just an awesome time. I'm so excited about this. So definitely go to the website, check it out, come hang out with us. Okay, so that is that promotion. We talked about Golem Master Book 3. Words. Okay, so Golem Master Book 3 is at 120,000 words. Where does that bring me for February? That brings me to 34,212 words written in the month of February. Brings my yearly total to date at 167,000 words. You guys, it's insane. It's insane. I love seeing that growth and that development. My total word count for my career is 1,266,000 words. So it can be done. Okay. I want to, for my thoughts for the week, I want to talk about perspectives. And I found this video on Instagram that I want to share with you guys, but I also found the conversation I was having with a good friend of mine this weekend was something that was really insightful. So let's watch the video first, and then we'll talk about this stuff really quick.
If you don't blame anything, you have a really good chance to do your best at whatever you're doing. If you say, oh, I didn't get enough sleep last night, or I didn't eat right this morning, or my partner's not good, the minute you give that power, you've given yourself a reason not to do well. It's almost like that movie Old Yeller. I showed that to my son. At the end of that movie, the dog dies that he kind of first doesn't like and then he's really attached to. And the dad comes home with a new horse, there's puppies, there's a girl that might like him. And he's just focused on the dog that died. And the dad says, you got to forget it. He says, how do you forget something like that? He says, well, I don't mean that you forget it. You got to mourn it. You have to honor it. But once it's over with, there becomes a point where it's not constructive to dwell on it. And if you focus on the bad, everything in your life goes bad. You don't notice the new dog, the new horse. If you don't blame anything, you have a really good chance to do your best at whatever you're doing. If you say, oh, I didn't get enough sleep last night, or I didn't eat right this morning, or my partner's not good, the minute you give that power, you've given yourself a reason not to do well. It's almost like that movie Old Yeller. I showed that to my son. At the end of that movie, the dog dies that he kind of first doesn't like and then he's really attached to. And the dad comes home with a new horse, there's puppies, there's a girl that might like him. And he's just focused on the dog that died. And the dad says, you got to forget it. He says, how do you forget something like that? He says, well, I don't mean that you forget it. You got to mourn it. You have to honor it. But once it's over with, there becomes a point where it's not constructive to dwell on it. And if you focus on the bad, everything in your life goes bad. You don't notice the new dog, the new horse. If you don't blame anything.
So I absolutely loved that perspective on things. And, you know, we've definitely talked about it before. There's ups and downs to the writing journey. There's definitely ups and downs in life. And when you're creating content and you're just at this point of disbelieving if the journey is worth it. And so one of my friends, we were talking today on the phone, just doing our weekly catch up with one another. And he asked me, you know, hey man, how are things? And I said, honestly, they're really great. They're really great. And the fact that I've spent a lot of time over the last few weeks being grateful for what I have, being grateful for the job that I have, being grateful for the place that I get to live in, being grateful for the opportunities that I have. And, you know, he said there's an old phrase that his dad had shared with him, I believe it was his dad, and he just said, your job is the prayer of the jobless, and your home is the prayer of the homeless. And that was such a great thing to be reminded of is, yeah, there's bad days at your job where you're frustrated, you're whatever, and yet there's someone out there who is just praying to whatever deity that they could have a job like yours, that the job, that your job would be so wonderful for them. It would provide for them. They wish they could get that type of job. And then your house or the place where you live, there's always something better out there. There's always some grass greener on the other side of the fence. But for someone else, they wish that they could achieve and have what you have. And it was just so great to be reminded of that. And that's where, for me, it's been such a blessing to sit back and reflect and be like, you know what? I have an amazing job. I have an amazing place where I live, and there's everything else. When it comes to the writing, there are definitely days where I think about quitting. And then there are days where you just keep at it. You just keep showing up. And then you get a surprise photo from your editor wearing your sweatshirt that you designed because she loves the world so much. You then get messages from a friend of ours, Carson Lacey, who has the Troy podcast. He got one of the ARC copies of Gullah Master, and he's like, dude, that was absolutely fantastic. Your book was fantastic. And so when you have those days of doubt, it's those small, subtle messages that just remind you and encourage you to keep going. So, yeah, those thoughts of the week are to take a stop from your perspective, step back, and think of things from a different perspective angle. The struggles you have would be huge blessings to someone else. Oh my gosh, I wish I could be in that position. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have the opportunity that person has. Oh my gosh, I wish I could achieve what that person has achieved. So there's so many times where we can get wrapped around ourselves. We can have these self-destructive thoughts that continue to break us down. And yet sometimes we just need to stop and we need to remember, you know what I'm going through would be such a huge blessing to someone else. Though I may suffer with back pain or shoulder pain, someone who doesn't even have a shoulder wishes they could have shoulder pain, or someone who, is completely wheelchair ridden wishes that they could still be able to walk, and you have the ability to walk. So why are you complaining? So yeah, that's where the last 2 weeks or so have just been really big in perspective, really big in being mindful of all those things. So yeah, those are the thoughts for the week. So I hope that's encouraging to you guys. I hope it gives you a chance to stop and reflect and think back of like, you know what, my situation in life is so much better compared to however many people in the world there are, right? So with that being said, you guys, I know this is a short weekend update, but you know what? It is what it is. I hope you guys are enjoying these. I hope you're finding encouragement from them. But to wrap it up, it was a great week of writing, great weekend of writing. 10,429 words, bringing Gullah Master Book 3 to 120,000 words. February's total is 34,000 words in writing. The yearly total, 167,000 words. Career total, 1.26 million words. A lot can be achieved if you slowly just chisel away at this process. So with that being said, Lit RPG Con, Denver, Colorado, 18 to 20 July this year. I hope you guys will consider checking it out. Definitely go to the website, sign up for the newsletter, consider coming out, hanging out. Even though it's a 3-day weekend, it's going to be an awesome weekend. So thank you so much, you guys. I hope you have a great week. And hopefully, I will see you guys next week.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night inning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here I'm screaming. Okay, it's a dream, and I pray as a team. One day it'll be me. If I want it, then I'll get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today. For a minute, I don't stay, I just visit. Have no shame, I admit it. Looking at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now. Swear to God, man, I'ma make it soon. Silence all the haters as they see us making moves. I do what I want, so I got nothing to prove. Staying motivated, teaching others what to do. I'm staying focused, my mind is open. They start to notice that I'm in motion. There is no potion, you're not just chosen. It takes devotion to stay composed, man. Never stop, there ain't no time to fall. Try to live, get it up, you got one life to pop. Thinking big, never small, cause you gotta want it all. When you finally get that call, you get ready, take it on. Need a hand out, I already stand out. Starting to advance now, ready to expand now. You don't have a chance now, cause we're in demand now. Make it by the grand now, feeling in command now. They're looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me.